Hello, yes, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, back with another Joyrider Cup series on Virtual Regatta JRTV 1. New code. So the machinery has been letting us down a little bit so far, so we are starting 6 minutes late. We've got some players revving up on the pitch. Stevie B from Belgium. We've got Captain Kia sailing from the Bahamas. Stevo FX1, he is a strong competitor. And Ogulkan from Turkey, and we've of course got Chris BMDMR. Not sure who that is, but I'm sure that they are dangerous. Okay, I'm going to give it 2 shakes. Oh, we've got someone from Mauritius who has just joined. This is exciting. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to ring the bell for the start. Okay, so the first race here is in the... Is this the NACRA 17 or the F18? They're very similar. Since they made the F18 foiling, these two classes of boat have been quite similar. Okay, so on our bar at the top, we can see that there is quite a lot of juicy header in the arena. So I'm going down towards the pin end a little bit for the start. She is looking a little bit glitchy. This is my main concern. This hosting is not so much about the winning or losing. It's about just making sure that the race goes on without any problems. There's some have a go hero. That'd be Stevie B reaching up and down the start-finish line. The start line, not the start-finish line. 15 seconds to go. This is intense. You can see where everyone is in the little map on the corner. There's a couple just having a sniff. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Oh man, I was over. All right. We're just going to go behind the fleet, seeing as we were put in that direction anyway. And what we can see, which I hadn't really appreciated in the last meeting, was I've got my cursor on the map here. You can see it's a little bit lighter in the middle, bit darker on the edges there. That's because there's more wind on the edges. That is useful. Makes a massive difference on the downwind leg, not so much of a difference on the upwind. Oh my golly gosh. Too much chat, not enough dodging boats who are on starboard tack. So we can see we're coming up to a bit more breeze here. So I think when we get into that breeze, I'm going to go for attack. Yeah, we've pulled in front of Chris Cross. That's Chris from Austria. So I think we'll go for that tack there. And that must be Delicious Ma, which I can't think who would be so delicious. But we've climbed into 5th already. That is a good improvement. There's Stevie B. He's just dropped back a bit. Oh my goodness, who's the green one? Chris, that'd be Captain Kia. Blue would be BMD, the American boat. So we're just going to bang in another tack there. Just so that we don't sail into that patch of nothing quite so much. I've also learnt this with the mouse. You can have a look. We better have a look back to make sure we're not going to hit anyone on starboard. Oh, everybody's gone a bit early. I think we could gain a position. We could be in for gaining a position here. We'll just see if we can drop it through that hole. No penalties, please. Did we get a penalty there? No. Oh, but we've got a bit of... Oh, yeah, we have got a penalty now. We've got some dirty glitching with the old entire net. Popping the kite up nice and early. Oh, my goodness. And we'll jibe, see if we can get it back into that breeze. over on the left, because on the downwind leg that breeze really does make quite a significant difference, whereas on the upwind leg it is not quite as significant. All right, so I'm just going to wang my jibe in there. Maybe just give this pink banana a bit of dirty. Steve's jibed underneath us, or is that... Yeah, that's Stephen. He's jibed underneath us, so we're giving him a bit of dirty there. But he is stopping us from jibing. But he's jibed. We could be in for a jibe here, which we are. So just going to try to bang it on. Oh, no, we've jibed a bit early. And I think we'll go up the other side. Shock horror. No penalties, please. Kite coming down. Bit of erratic steering. Hitting the B key to get that good VMG running. And we're back up into fourth. We're having a real up and down race here. We've been in... Have we been in first? I don't think we've been in first, but we've been in most of the positions on the race course. And on the second lap, this is something that's been catching me out in training. The second lap is shorter. What? Who did that? Who moved the marks without telling anyone? I do not know. So we might go for a little contingency tack just here, just to be on the safe side, because what we don't want to do is sail too far. And that would be a shame. But we're coming across now. We're looking all right. I think if we get a top half of the fleet finish with all of the confusion, and we'll just bang attack in here. And I think our fourth position is looking reasonably safe. It's looking safe until it isn't. Oh, my goodness, there's someone coming in hot. That's a penalty for them. Chris Cross was on fire. Coming in there. Popping the kite up. There it goes. And we'll go for a jibe. We'll see if we can... We'll stick in quite a few jibes in this patch of breeze, I think. See if we can do anything here. We're not out to win this. We're out to see what we can do. If I jibe there, maybe the Mauritian boat will just pick up a little bit of dirty. Slow him down a bit. And we'll go for a jibe there. That was anticipating the Mauritian jibe. And I think he's going to jibe shortly. We'll jibe there. Well, that was a good place to jibe anyway. Who knows what might happen between here and the finish line? Who knows? Who really knows? Okay, so how far behind is he? In front, 36 meters. Yeah, we're not going to do anything there. And there's one for Kia from the Bahamas. A victory there for Kia early on. And just on the messenger, sorry dude, sorry guys. Okay, so just going to screenshot the results so I can put some results together. And here we go with the stats. Largest number of jibes. Thank you, 13 jibes. That is a lot of jibes. Steve OFX1 doing a good job there, but Kia, largest number of penalties, and he won. All right, back on the messenger. 5 races with 1 discard. Chris Cross saying he had a bad start, but he had the best maxi speed. So we'll come out, we'll set up a new race. Can we do that? No, we can't. Joyrider TV Cup 4. And we'll copy that so we don't have to type it in every time. Let's get on the NACRA 17 and let's take it to cows. Yeah, why wouldn't you? When you could go anywhere, you go to cows. JRTV. Error, didn't like it. JRTV2. What's wrong? What's wrong? Why doesn't it like it? Error. Okay, we come out, we'll go back in. It's not too happy today, so we'll copy and paste that in there. Maximum number of players, 20. Let's have an access code, JRTV2. JRTV3. Error. JRTV. I'm getting errors. Sorry for the delay. All right, so I'm going to come out. I'm going to go for the refresh. This is slightly painful, but it's all part of the game. So there we are. We've got the little full screen arrow there. Come on. We need another race. Come on. We need another race. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Create. Are we still Joyrider Cup? NACRA 17. We'll go to Auckland. 20. JRTV. JRTV 2. Okay, and I'm going to go in before I announce the code just to make sure it's working. Okay, so welcome to Auckland, New Zealand, where the Dolphins are hungry and we're getting some riders onto the course. So while the riders are assembling, I'm just checking out what the wind is doing a little bit. We don't get much info before the kickoff. But just what I've taken to doing, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, is because I'm a VIP member, which I signed up for so I can host more races, I get this bar at the top. Let's get the cursor. This bar here at the top. And if it's red, it means we're getting headed. And if it's green, it means we're getting lifted. I think if we've got 3 header bars at the top before the start, then that means we should at least be starting middle of the line, or perhaps middle to the pin. If it's green at all, then the committee boat will be favoured. That is my understanding. I'll just write a message. Anyone not in? Okay. So, multitasking at its best, because we're doing the commentary, we're running the racing, we're communicating with the racers on Messenger. This is race 2, by the way. We've got Captain Kier, that'd be short for, I believe. Anyone not in? Nobody said I'm not in. So let's hit the whistle. We're blowing the whistle. So there's a lot of red bars there now. So I am really fancying at least halfway down the line for the start. Perhaps even the pin. The pin being the other boy end of the line. Now the NACRA 17 is a little bit flightier than the F18. It's a lighter boat, so the handling is a little bit more fun. All right, let's just give a greeting, have a good race, and very exciting times. So once the 1 minute signal goes, you can see in the little map where all the other boats are. This is reasonably obvious. 23 seconds to go. Oh, who's that? Is that Jake? It's either Jake or Spratt looking at the port flyer. Dangerous, but they're just seeking the glory. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bosh. Did we hit the boy? We hit the boy. Oh my goodness. That is a bad start. But it's because we're running the race. We're running race day here. We're not out to win. We're just out to make sure things are running smoothly. Whoa, and it's almost time to tack already going up this side. So let's throw one in there. And we might have to duck a few, but no, we're far enough behind everyone that we don't have to duck anyone. We're ahead of Jake, we're ahead of Spratt, we're ahead of Stevie B, and we're ahead of Mauritius. But the Turkish boat of Ogulkan is out in front with Crisscross on his heels. It's going to be boats coming across on starboard tack. Just going to zoom out a bit for a bit more early warning there. We're just dropping down into 8th. Yeah. And I think that's Spratt who just tacked over there. Oh, no, this is Spratt coming across here. He takes no prisoners. Just a little bit of a speed wiggle there to avoid the collision, putting us right into Jake's dirty wind, which was never the game plan. But we haven't really discussed a game plan today. All we've discussed is the problems with actually making the thing work. So I'm going to go for attack here. Bosh, take that. Have a penalty. USA, not today. You can slow down for a bit. If we got a juicy lift here, we'd be looking pretty tasty. But we're not getting a juicy lift. So instead, we're just going to bang in a couple of attacks. Whoa. And avoiding any penalties on the way. I think that's some pretty good manoeuvring, actually. I think you'll find Spratt's got a penalty. I think he must have clipped the mark. And we're coming up. Going to hoist the kite really early. And down we come. Going to try to stay in this breeze in the middle of the race course. Because especially on the NACRA 17, it's such a lightweight boat that extra breeze, whoa, there is boat speed on the table there. And it's well worth taking that extra breeze. In a fast catamaran, key strategy, go for the breeze. Always go for the breeze, because you're going to go so much faster with the breeze. Right, I'm fancying going up the left side, dropping the kite, bringing her up. Something I've also learned is if you press the button to drop the kite and the kite doesn't come down immediately, don't press the button again, because the kite will come down and then go up again, which will leave you with egg on your face if you are eating egg. And you don't want to get egg on your face. When it dries, it can get a bit sticky. Oh, he just got... That's Jake. He's living by the sword. Who have we got here? We've got Ogulkan, living by the sword. Out in front, Steve-O FX1. He is... Oh, sorry about that. Stevie B picking up a penalty. But he did hit us. So, you know, we're on starboard tack. What are you going to do? I know we're hosting. We're meant to be polite. But just going to tack here, making sure we're not tacking into anybody's dirty wind. Can we just nudge that up, nudge that down? Look at that manoeuvring. That is Joyrider TV manoeuvring, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here. Some pretty sharp skills there on the NACRA 17. Someone has been in training, but it wasn't me. Okay, we could. There's a slim chance we could do all right here. Pretty slim. Oh, snap. Okay, yeah, we've taken third. Nice. As long as we don't make some sort of schoolboy error. And we'll jibe to get into that breeze. Who's that behind us? Ogulkan behind us. Keir has slipped back a bit in this race. Steve-O FX1, he is a sharp customer. He doesn't make mistakes. He's like Iceman. He's out there. Out there. So we'll go for a jibe there just to make sure that Ogulkan doesn't slip back in. I know we're hosting and it's our job to be polite, but we don't want anybody slipping in. This third place is a bit better than we're usually doing at the moment. Oh my goodness, we're going to... Oh, we didn't quite clutch defeat from the jaws of victory. So there we are, third place. I think we are definitely screenshotting that. And there it is. Do we do anything good? Largest number of jibes again. Well, there you are. And where did we go from? Down here to up here. Nice. Just on the messenger, Sprat got booted out. Just you. Glitchy as you like today. Glitchy as you like today. Mr. Sprat is also from my home club in the UK, which is Felixstowe Ferry on the East Coast. If you're an East Coast sailor and you want a good club, Felixstowe Ferry Sailing Club is a good club. All right, let's see if we can create this next race without too much monkeying about. Joyrider TV, capitals, Cup. And what race is this? This will be race 3. Race 3. Race 3. Never forget to set it to the maximum number of players. And never forget to change to Rio de Janeiro. Oh, yes. Holidays are here. JRTV 9. That'll get him right. So I'm just going to make sure we can get in first before inviting everybody else, because people don't like it. JRTV 9. Ready to hit the return key on the messenger group. I think that is good. Wow, Rio de Janeiro. There he is. What's he called? Christ the Redeemer. Is that what his name is? All right. Jake's in. Steve-O's in. No flies on Steve-O. He gets in there pretty quick. But that's the mark of a someone who's prepared and willing to take one. Now, I believe that Sprat, who did get booted out, on the plus side, he is... I think he's got cider and he's got something on the barbecue. So he's still having a good time. But if you are feeling sorry for Spratt right now, he's missed 2 races through no fault of his own, then do leave him a message in the comments below, because he needs support, that guy. He is probably a broken man. There he is. He has appeared in Rio de Janeiro. There's Mauritius. Long way for him to come today. Long way for everybody to come. Whoa, Steve-O with the banana on the sail. Right up the chuff. Okay, I am honking the horn now. Let's honk the horn. There we go. Oh, we're glitching a bit. Oh, let's say have a good race. Let's have a good race. And we'll say thanks. And we'll do the smiley face. Okay. How long we got? 53 seconds. Okay. Should really be focusing on the job in hand now, which is this race. I can't even remember what type of boat we're in. I think we're in the F-18 again now. Just so excited today. Coming to you from Vasiliki on the island of Lefkos in Greece, as you can tell by the stripy blue and white flag with a cross in the corner. So you can see there's quite a lot of green in that bar at the top, which means it really is a committee boat biased doodah. But there's this guy. Who is that? Spratt. He's just looking at eating our kippers. All right, 9 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. False start. Knew it. Okay. So like we did the other time, following the false start, we're going to go off on starboard, because otherwise we're just going to be in the dirty wind of everybody who's going off on port. Looks like there is a band of wind coming across from the right of the race course. Who else have we got coming this way? I think that's Ogulcan, or it might be Stevie B. So we're just going to bang. Whoa, we've just gone up into second. How did that happen? I don't know. That must be Steve-O FX1. That is a big header there. So we're going to tack and just see if we are actually in second by crossing most of the fleet. That would be nice. Little present for all of our hard work that we're putting in here on the race course. We're on starboard tack. So I've gone hands-free. Hold on, where's the camera? Hands-free, not touching anything. Just going to keep it going. In fact, we'll have a little look around. Yeah, Steve-O FX1 is absolutely dominating right now. I'm actually thinking of putting a couple of tacks in. We tacked too early because the Americans are in. We'll go for a tack just there. Got another 2 tacks to do. Don't want to leave it too late. It looks a little bit, wind a little bit lighter near the mark. The American boat just had to do a bit of a speed wiggle to get around Steve. Let's keep looking at where we're going, and we'll just tack, slot it in on top. We could have slotted it in underneath, but that is a bit of a dangerous game. There's Spratt picking up the penalty. Oh dear, sorry Mr. Spratt, but it's just a game, man. Right, hoisting the kite nice and early, coming down, hitting B, jibing immediately. So we're going to dish a bit of dirty wind on the American boat there. But we're not going to go all the way across, because we are going all the way across. We're not jibing back. What am I saying? Because we're just staying in this patch of sweet wind. Let's jibe there. Oh, yeah. I think we might have moved up into second. We're on starboard tack. The American boat is coming across on port. Is he going to make it? He made it. He made it. Who knew? Okay, the wind looks good on that side. So we're going to go on that side, dropping the kite. Whoa. Easy, girl. That has never happened before. We dropped the kite pretty early, didn't even press B, and the boat just violently headed up into the wind. Not a good look. So we're going to go for attack there. Staying in this breeze in the middle of the course. And as we've seen in the past, the windward mark does seem to be getting moved. Gets moved after the first windward leg. So we didn't want to overstand there. There's Steve-O FX1. He's tacked almost as if to give us a little bit of dirty there. But we're going to have to put in a couple of tacks here. Steve-O's going for a bit of an up the middle motif. I think this is going to knock us. We're going to get a header here, which means we're going to get lifted to the mark. I am willing just to keep going to the ley line here. Don't know what you think. Is it a mistake? Is it a good idea? And we'll go for the tack there. Not bad. If we get lifted here a bit. No, that's a header. Come on, lift, 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 lift. No lift. No lift. No lift here. All right, 2 more tacks. It is. Oh no, we got a bit of an internet glitch there. The boat went backwards. Never a good sign. Come on. No internet glitch, please. If the boat starts going really fast, then that is bad. Oh my goodness, we are glitching like an old goat. Kite going up. Hitting the B button. Going to jibe into the middle. Pick up that sweet wind. And I saw an angry dolphin. Didn't want to kick the rudders up on the dolphin. That would have been a bad look. We're going to go for our trademark. Maximum number of jibes on the downwind. Stay in this breeze. So that's some good breeze. Let's look at our boat speed into that breeze. 19.3. Getting the jibe in. And we're back up to speed pretty quickly. The team on this boat are pretty nifty. So we're getting a bit of a knock. That's what we want. A bit of a lift there. Not what we want. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of catching these guys. The American team have slotted one in. First victory of the day for USA. And there's Steve-O FX1 Iceman in second there. And we're just going to go for that jibe onto the line. And there it was. That was quite an epic race, I think you'll find. There it is. Let's screenshot the results so we can put the results together later. And just have a quick look at the statisticals. Mr. Spratt beat us for jibes. What? He has definitely got a couple of cans of cider this afternoon. There's the Turkish boat, maximum speed. Who had the most penalties? Mr. Spratt as well, which is... And where did we go? We went from... Oh, yeah, we were over the start line early. Second time today. That is shocking. And there it was. Bosh. Lovely. That was epic. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you're enjoying this and you think, I want to have a go, you can have a go. Just get involved with Virtual Regatta inshore. Don't go for offshore. If you want to take my advice, don't go for offshore. Offshore looks hectic because you've got to actually wake up in the middle of the night, Joyrider Cup, to make sure that you don't have to change the sail on your boat or something. Joyrider Cup race 4. All right, and we're going in the NACRA 17, upwind long. All right, answers on a postcard. Where should we go next? Sydney. I like Sydney. I wasn't that taken by, to be honest, San Francisco on here. Didn't sell me a good vibe. JRTV 4. 22. JRTV 22. Right, so let's go in before we announce it. Ah, it's Ricky Nielsen. Good to have you. We were wondering who that was. Cool, you know it's glitching a bit when you can't even type a message into Messenger, but never mind. All right. Oh, who remembers what the code was? 22, wasn't it? JR22. All right, let's just go in, make sure it's working. JR TV 22. We're going to Sydney. I like it in Sydney. Sydney sells you a good vibe. Sydney for race 4. Right, Stevie B's in. That's good. I got the code right. Okay, so here's a top tip. If you are setting up a race meeting, make sure you remember what the code was. If you forget what the code was, I think you might have some people who are a little bit miffed that you forgot what the code was. I think it's going to be some interesting results today. There's been some players on the pitch. I think we've had 2/3 on Joyrider TV. That could put us in to a podium position. Everybody loves a podium position. Who have we got? We've got Stevie B, the dangerous Belgian. We've got Ogulkan, the Turkish destroyer. Got Chris Cross, the Austrian flyer. Steve-O FX1, of course, Iceman. Jake, bullet from a gun. Who's number 1? My posse having fun. Yeah, bullet from a gun. And, of course, Captain Keir from the Bahamas. And, of course, Sprat, who is smashing the ciders this afternoon. Not that we endorse smashing the ciders, but perhaps when we've finished, we're going to start smashing the ciders. All right, let's hit the start button. We've had a few dropouts for this race. The Mauritian boat was none other than Ricky Nielsen, Wildwind superstar, sailing instructor and Burnley supporter, and very keen on cooking, in case you didn't know that. We've got 53 seconds left to go. You can break the rules up to 50 seconds. And then after up to a minute, sorry. And then after a minute, don't break the rules because that's against the rules. So I think we might charge in for a bit of committee boat action here just because we never do it. Oh, Stevie B, don't do it to us, man. All right, we've got a penalty. We've got time to shake that off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Penalty dismissed. Okay, I don't like our position too much. If someone comes down in front of us, we are going to be in trouble. But there's not many boats on the course, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Bad start there, guys. Bad start. Look at that. The wind has shifted, and look at who's that? That's Captain Keir on port tack, going across everyone. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Can you believe that? That's a happy man. Look, he's 62 metres in front already. Whoa, who's that with the banana? That was Steve-O. Well, how did Steve-O get over there with the banana? Okay, so we're sat in 3rd place again already. Getting a big lift here, as we can see from this big lump of green. Who we got down here? We've got Stevie B, and we've got Jake. Bullet from a gun, my posse having fun. And there's Keir banging it in 2nd. He's really got some pace there. In fact, we might go for attack there, get in this good breeze. Because we can see on the outside of the little map, the breeze is going light towards the edges. So let's stay in the good breeze because we are on an Acra 17, which does respond well to good breeze. And all right, we're on starboard, we're all right. We'll just tack there rather than going for anything a little bit too radical. I think Chris just had a bit of a manoeuvring nightmare to get round us. Let's zoom out so we can maybe see the boy. Zoom in again. Wow, that's dynamic camera work. Well done to the camera team there for Joyrider TV Sports. Zooming in on the way out of attack. Yeah, I think Captain Keir is good at this, but he's good at sailing. Where's the kite? Let's jibe into the middle, get that good breeze. Keir hasn't gone for the good breeze straight away, but I think he wants room. All right, and we'll hit him with a have a good race. We're just going to get in that good breeze. Here it comes. Good breeze coming. And we'll smash the jibe in there. Nice. That is... We went a little bit too far. What can you say? Where's the wind? All right, we'll go out the other. We'll go around the other mark to Keir. See how that does for us. Oh, go on, kite, get down. Okay, that was quite an erratic manoeuvre. The spinnaker drop was a little sluggish there, but what can you do? All right, so we'll go for attack there. I think this was perhaps some poor strategy. Oh, wow, look at that wind filling in on the left there in the little map, that dark bit there. We'll go and get some of that and see if we can gain a bit on the captain there. Captain Keir, he's seen it. But the wind is... Wow, what's going on? All right, we should attack. We're going to attack. All right, I think we've only got one... Yeah, there's no one else coming. It's not a particularly lively race course for number of racers. For number of racers this time. But the action is intense. This was advertised as high octane, and it's definitely doing what they said it was going to do. Let's tack there and hope for the best. It's difficult to see the buoy a bit unless you come in close to the ley line. Right, I'm going to pinch a bit there to get around the mark without having to put in another 2 tacks. Wow. Okay, just a bit of wayward steering. Kite going up. Round the buoy. Where's the breeze? Let's jibe. And let's jibe again. Okay, that wasn't what I intended to do, but there you go. Oh, I see. Alrighty. And we'll jibe back into the breeze. Yeah, there's Captain Keir. He is smashing it there. He is 114 metres in front, which usually would mean we're not going to get him back. I don't think we're going to get him back. Unfortunate day for Jakey there. Jake Bullet from a gun. His posse is not having fun. He is coming in a poor position. Second place for Joyrider TV Sports fans. I'll just let the results come in. Stevie B finishing in third there, and followed by Crisscross. Ogulcan representing Turkey in fifth. Steve-O FX1 in seventh, and bringing up the rear, Jakey B. Okay, so we've got one more race to slot in. I don't know if we can just say, let's do another race, or not. I think I'll do a test run at some point to see if that is possible. Answers on a postcard if you already know the answer. Okay, create, we'll call this Joyrider. Joyrider TV Cup Race 5. And let's go with the F18. Where shall we go? Oh, Marseille. Maybe the Mistral's blowing. Let's do that. Of course, she's twitchy, locking in your location. Don't think she wants us to go to Marseille. We're certainly not. Oh, there we go. Rev it up to maximum players, of course. And we're going to call this JRTV33. So remember, 33. And we'll just go in to make sure it works while we're doing this. JRTV33. I think we might have sorted out our problem from earlier. Yes, and we're happy with that. Last race. Good luck and well done. That's what we're saying. And there's some loaded guns out there. No one more loaded than Jake Bullet from a gun after the savage last place in the last race. In race 4, he's going to be not happy with that. Here he is, in fact. He's just come to have a look at us. Yeah, he's not happy with that. In fact, I wasn't happy with our start with that caper of massive wind shift just as the race got underway. I think it was obviously, where was it? Sydney. Was it Sydney? It was a fairly shifty venue wherever it was. And we should have left our options open a little bit more. Because Keir, who started at the pin, he knew. All right, we've just got 7 players on the pitch. I'm hoping that Spratt comes back in and he finishes this one. Anyone else coming for the grand finale? Just thought I'd ask. You know, that's polite, isn't it, before we hit the start button. And that's a bit of a tip, actually. If you've pressed your space bar to sheet the sail out, rather than just letting your boat go flying off into oblivion, when you go to another window, like another, I'm using Safari here, internet browser, it automatically locks it in so your boat doesn't just go flying off until you click back on the VR window and then hit the space bar again. Okay, I'm not getting any... All right, okay then. Let's go. Okay, let's go. There we are. There's the 1 minute 15 signal. Let's put our boat in gear and we'll have a look at this start line. And we just said ley line there for no reason. Confusing the opposition here. Oh, yeah, we've got overlap. Someone else is saying overlap. Okay, let's bang this round like this. And important not to get carried away, because that clock, like in a real race, that time will go down a lot quicker than you think. Right, I'm going to get rid of this thing at the top. It says this web page, blah, blah, blah. We know. 17, 16 seconds. I quite like our position, but I don't like the fact that others are going to come from behind us and spoil it for us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, look at that. Crisscross there. Banging it. Whoa, and is that Captain K going for the port flyer? We're just going to go a bit. Is that Steve-O? Oh, man. Okay, we picked up a penalty there. We should have looked before we tacked. Sometimes it's good to do what you suggest to others to do yourself, rather than not doing it and getting punished like that. That was foolish. We should have just kept going. We were looking all right. Now we're not. Yeah, because if we get another good position here, we could be in the podium overall. And who doesn't want to be on the podium in Marseille for the big finish? All right, just zooming out, having a look, spinning it round. Yeah, I haven't got any big ideas here. Don't want to go all the way to the ley line. I'd quite fancy putting in some tacks first. But then that ley line is looking juicy. It's coming up pretty soon. These two boats here on starboard. I think they might have overshot it a bit. Let's go there. Maybe we can claw something back. Yeah, I think we hit the ley line pretty nicely there. I think that's Jake just coming over the top of us. Yeah, he's the only pink boat on the course at the moment. We can just stay true to ourselves here. And I'm a little bit vague on the rules here at the windward mark, whether we have to let other boats squeeze up. Maybe I should read a rule book or something similar. Maybe Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I think a lot about sailing boat racing is explained in that one. Okay, so on the downwind leg here, we are going for our jibing bonanza. Yeah, that'd be Steve-O with his trademark banana on the sail. Let's see if we can reel him in. If we jibe exactly when he jibes. We're a little bit late. I was just fancying taking his wind for a bit longer. Wow, look at the speed on Stevie B. Oh my goodness. That is some speed there. Remarkable. Of course, you might not be, if you're not involved in this racing, you might be watching. Thank you. Oh, he was already under a penalty. All right, dropping the kite. You might be watching Show Us Your Cat, of course, on Joyrider TV. I think, in fact, Stevie B might be featured. If not today, it'll be next week. I get a little bit hazy sometimes with details, such as what day of the week it is. Okay, so we're not going to tack underneath whoever that was, but we'll tack up here just to make sure that our wind stays clean. We want that wind polished and clean. All right, so we're currently in fifth. We've got these nice lines across the course so you can see what your position is. It looks like we're pretty much neck and neck with Stevie B there. Although we've just had a bit of a lift, bit of a knock. If it lifts, we'll get the upper hand. If it knocks, he'll get the upper hand. So we're hoping for the lift so that we can stay ahead here. Oh no, that's Oglecan. That's not Stevie B. Stevie. So that's the boat in front that is in front. And the boat behind, strangely, is behind. So, all right, we'll go for attack there. Oh, and look at that, right behind. That is going to be dirty. Going to be dirty, but puts us in a pretty racy attacking position on the last downwind on this Sunday afternoon in the Joyrider TV Cup number 4. We'll bang the kite up there. Oglecan's having a speed wiggle. He's going off that way. Let's sit on Stevie B. That is what we're going to do. No, it's Steve-O FX1. Sorry, I do get confused. Oh, the boat is shaking mysteriously. Oh, and look at that. Yes, we're forcing some extra manoeuvres from our peers on the racecourse. And let's whack one in there. I think we might have a bit of a... Ooh, that was crispy. Oh, this is a crispy downhill. Oh my goodness, I've never had such a crispy downhill. We're just going to keep going and shout starboard. There you go. This is as close as toast. Did we get a penalty? Yes, we did. Oh, man. Savage. Let's just keep jibing. I think that this last downhill is possibly one of the all-time most exciting downhills of Virtual Regatta that I've been a part of yet. Absolutely wizard. And we threw it away, of course. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I'll that was so good, that last downwind leg. Just wait for the video later. Just wait for the video later. He's going to watch the video. Steve OFX1 there. So there we go. Let's just have a look at the stats from that last race. Largest number of jibes, 17. That might be the most of the day. Most jibes of the day. Oglecan seeking out the most wind there. Who had 2 penalties? Number of penalties, that's us. So we were here, fairly consistent actually. Yeah, so there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back next week with some more Virtual Regatta racing on Joyrider TV. If you want to get involved, I'll put it in the video description below how to get involved, but it's handy if you've got a Facebook account, so that then you can use Messenger, because that's what everybody else is doing, which is handy. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you soon with some more something on Joyrider TV.